While fighting continues 6 months after Russia invaded Ukraine, a Dauphin County church is holding their second prayer vigil for Ukraine. Sonica Bargo joins us now with more. Sonica.
Taylor, First United Methodist Church held a vigil back in March, shortly after the war in Ukraine first began. They wanted to do it again, and this time they invited the founders of a nonprofit working on the ground to share their story.
It's a huge blessing to know that so many people are praying.
An afternoon of prayer.
May it be so in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
For those impacted by the war in Ukraine.
It'd been 6 months, the war's still going on.
First United Methodist Church in Hershey holding their second vigil this year. The church also invited the founders of Raising Hope Ukraine, a nonprofit helping refugees and those still in the country.
They are in the midst of it.
We have always been helping people.
Archana and Ruslan Tkachuk live in southwest Ukraine with their kids.
We never thought that we would have war to begin with.
Like so many others, the morning of February 24th,
As we look up above, there were 5 rockets that flew over our home.
changed their lives.
All of us were in shock. But then by the second day, we knew we needed to kind of wake up and get moving.
But the couple was ready to help. Just before the pandemic, they had built a crisis center, never imagining it would house refugees.
When the war broke out, we had space there to put beds up. We had a kitchen.
It started with just their nonprofit, but neighbors started pitching in.
Locals bringing in pillows, blankets, mattresses.
Speaking at Sunday's vigil, the couple also thanked people in the U.S. for their support.
People everywhere having T-shirts with the Ukraine flag or collars, and it is very encouraging to us because, in the beginning we felt we were alone in this fight.
The church community responding with a prayer for their family.
We pledge to you our prayers, encouragement, and support.
And dozens of prayers for peace.
You can want and will something better to happen to somebody else.
Archana and Ruslan have been in the States for the past month, but they leave tomorrow to return to Ukraine. Their next steps preparing for winter and getting supplies to Ukrainian soldiers, including 2 of their sons fighting on the front lines. In the studio, Sonica Bargo, ABC 27 News.